Well, I think Fame and Muscle Shoals Music is here because we're fiercely independent. We've been doing business with Bank Independent since the 70s, and to know that they've got our back, it means a lot. We've always been there, and it's always just been a phone call away.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather, live at 5.
Mostly sunny to partly cloudy and hot across the Tennessee Valley on this Monday. Here's a live look at the Arctic Air Skycam network. Starting in Lawrenceburg, we're looking back southwest across North Locust Avenue here toward the southern parts of the county. This is from atop the water tank in front of Walmart on the north side of town. We've eased down to 89 degrees here on the north side of Lawrenceburg. Dew point's muggy, though, 77. So heat index is still high despite that temperature under 90 degrees. West wind at 7 miles per hour. Notice the towering cumulus clouds here in the shot as we look off to the southwest. There are some developing showers and thunderstorms down into central Lauderdale County that we'll look at here in just a moment on Viper Live Doppler radar. We'll slide down to the shoals and look at the Skycam here on the Arctic Air Skycam network from the Florence Marina. It's currently 95 degrees with a dew point of 76, feeling like hot soup out there with a south wind currently at 8 miles per hour. You can see the cumulus clouds building up here as we look southward across the Tennessee River. Here are current temperatures across the area as of 5 o'clock. And for most of us, we're into the mid to upper 90s across the area. Hohenwald has eased down to 89 because of a thunderstorm nearby. I'll show you that on radar as well here in just a moment. But most of us into the mid 90s. Couple of us down to the lower 90s this afternoon. But check out heat index values. These are not the max from the afternoon. Most all of us maxed out a heat index somewhere between 108 and 113 this afternoon. Now, I do question the Savannah, Tennessee airport's heat index. I think that dew point may be running a little high, but a widespread 105 to 115 for many of us for heat index values this afternoon, even at 5 o'clock after we've gotten a little past peak daytime heating. So dangerous heat out there. And we don't say that to hype things up or anything, but this is the type of heat where if you're outside in this and you don't take care of yourself and stay hydrated and take breaks, you can suffer heat exhaustion or heat stroke pretty quickly if you don't take care of yourself. And we're hotter by a couple degrees, I think, as we head into tomorrow. Now, we're going to start looking at the scattered showers and thunderstorms on radar. Nothing is severe right now, and not really expecting anything severe, but we do have a couple of heavy thunder showers. The strongest one on the board is just off to the northwest of our viewing area in the southeastern parts of Perry County, Tennessee. It's off to the west of Hohenwald here, just west of Sweetwater, Tennessee. But it's dropping off to the southeast at about 10 miles an hour. A lot of lightning with this, in addition to some heavy rain, and this may produce some 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts. That's strong enough to knock down a few tree limbs. That's dropping south and southeast toward places like Sweetwater and Providence and the west side of Hohenwald down through the Ashland and Topsy areas. Additional spotty thunderstorms there developing between Clifton and Leatherwood and the north side of Waynesboro, Tennessee. Any of those could grow stronger and get some frequent lightning, some heavy rain, and 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts as well. We'll look regionally across southern middle Tennessee. Aside from that little cluster, not a whole lot going on. A few more spotty showers in the eastern parts of Lawrence County, western Giles County, not too far from Bodenham and the Fall River areas. A few more spotty showers into southern Murray County, southeastern areas of Marshall County, Tennessee. And then here in northern Alabama, we have some scattered showers and thunderstorms developing through central parts of Lauderdale County, stretching from near Zip City down to Bailey Springs to the Killen area, then across the Tennessee River to around Alabama Shores and Nitrate City through central parts of Lauderdale into northeast parts of Colbert County, Alabama. None of that is severe, but some occasional lightning, heavy rain, maybe some 20, 30 mile per hour wind gusts. Those were the towering cumulus clouds that we saw on the Lawrenceburg Skycam. We'll look over toward the Huntsville metro area. And not a whole lot going on here as we head east of I-65. Most of the activity so far this afternoon has been near and west of US 43. Only expecting isolated thunder showers through the evening here. Not a whole lot of activity. We expect a few more scattered thunderstorms as we head into Tuesday, and then the rain chances start to go up, and we'll talk about that here in just a moment. Now, Futurecast is getting rid of the thunderstorms too quickly this evening. We've seen that many times so far this summer where it fades away the afternoon thunderstorms too quickly. We're going to keep a 20 to 30% chance of thunder showers in the forecast all the way through 10 o'clock. So I do think there will be some scattered thunderstorms around here at 6, 7, 8, maybe 9 or 10, even though they're not at face value on the Futurecast computer model. Like I've said many times over the past few weeks, keep in mind that all a Futurecast is, it's a computer model simulation of what it thinks the radar will look like at a certain time. So that's how that works with Futurecast, and that's why sometimes it can be quiet when it's not supposed to be. Partly cloudy skies overnight, only getting down to the mid to upper 70s for morning lows because of all this muggy air. It's not able to heat and cool efficiently during the overnight, not able to cool efficiently, so we don't drop the temperatures as much, and that means we don't get much heat relief from the overnight either. Starting our Tuesday, maybe a little patchy fog here and there during the early morning on both sides of the state line, southern Tennessee and North Alabama. Partly cloudy for our Tuesday with a few scattered showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Once again, headed for the mid-90s for many of us until you get one of those cooling rain showers, but not everybody will. Chance of rain tomorrow is only 30, maybe 40%, so not everybody getting rain, but if you do, you may drop the temperature a little bit. Notice that it's getting rid of the thunderstorms by 3 o'clock. I don't think that's correct. I think they would continue into the early evening through 7, 8, 9 o'clock, and then they fade away with the loss of daytime heating. As we get into Wednesday and then the latter part of the week, the upper level heat ridge starts to break down from east to west, and it starts shifting west. So that allows more uplift in the atmosphere in our area. That allows more showers and thunderstorms to develop. And I do think they start to become more widespread Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday especially. And then they'll still be scattered around with decent coverage as we head into the weekend. But we will have a cool front coming in over the weekend and possibly even some wedging of low-level air mass from northern Georgia in from the east that will mean cooler temperatures coming in over the weekend. Nothing cold or anything like that. We're at the end of July and about to head into early August, but we go from the mid to upper 90s tomorrow down to the lower half of the 80s as we head into the weekend and the start of next week. And notice even the overnight lows here by late in the weekend and the start of next week into the mid to upper 60s. So heat relief is on the way. And depending on how that wedge of cooler air from Georgia sets up, we may have to trend a couple degrees lower with these temperatures by Sunday into Monday and maybe Saturday as well. I do think lower 80s are more likely versus into the 70s. But as you get closer to northeast Alabama, I can't rule out some upper 70s by the end of the weekend because of that wedge coming in from Georgia. Heat index values, as that happens late in the week, go down. We go from heat index values of 110 plus on Tuesday, still near 110 on Wednesday because of all the mugginess around. And then as that front comes in, we get eventually a drier air mass by the weekend and cooler temperatures starting Thursday and Friday here. The heat index values get much more manageable, and these numbers Friday into the weekend may start trending down a few degrees as well. So hold on a few more days. Heat relief is coming. Partly cloudy skies overnight after the evening thunderstorms in, and then patchy fog here and there. Morning lows into the mid to upper 70s. If you're headed to the pool tomorrow afternoon, it's going to be a great day to do it because of how hot it's going to be, but you do need to pay attention to scattered showers and thunderstorms. They won't be everywhere, but if you hear thunder, you have to get out of the pool and head indoors. We've said this many times this summer. If you're close enough to hear thunder, you're close enough to be struck by lightning. So remember that. But otherwise, if you pay attention to your surroundings, you'll be just fine. Daytime highs tomorrow into the mid to upper 90s. Heat index values around 110. We'll start your 7-day forecast tour with southern middle Tennessee. We're going to break down your 7-day forecast zone by zone across the viewing area. Hot and humid with a few scattered showers and thunderstorms here for your Tuesday. across southern middle Tennessee. And then the rain chances go up Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They still remain scattered over the weekend, decent rain coverage, but we will start to ease some drier air in here. So although we're a little cooler and the heat ridge will be broken down and shifted into the western United States, by the weekend and early next week, we're going to be slightly drier with the air mass, so not as widespread with showers and thunderstorms. More of the same over northwest Alabama and northeast Mississippi, but a couple degrees warmer the next few days, talking about upper 90s. I can't rule out 1 or 2 spots in North Alabama, especially south of the Tennessee River, making a run at 100 for a daytime high for Tuesday. And then the rain chances go up, widespread showers and thunderstorms off and on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then they remain scattered, but elevated rain chances through the weekend into early next week as the daytime highs drop back into the mid-80s. Overnight lows over the weekend below 70 degrees finally. And we may have to drop those numbers a couple more degrees. We'll slide over to the Huntsville metro, including Athens and Decatur. Again, hot and humid with a few thunderstorms there on your Tuesday. Highs in the upper 90s, and just like northwest Alabama, I can't rule out 99 or 100 somewhere nearby. Showers and thunderstorms more likely Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and scattered but still elevated rain chances all the way through early next week. Those mid-80s on the board will definitely be welcome after the heat we've had today and that we'll have the next couple of days. There's Luke's latest 7-day forecast. I'll be back at 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock with another check of your local weather.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.